School cheats are on notice.
The WA Education Department has put out a tender for an automated system to catch students who use AI chatbots to cheat on their schoolwork.
Takes one to know one.
It's a bit like Jodie Foster's Clarice harnessing the wisdom of Hannibal Lecter to catch a serial killer in The Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, I'm a student. I'm here to learn from you.
And look how well that turned out. OpenAI, the mob behind ChatGPT, is way ahead of us. Back in January, the company launched its AI text classifier, which it designed to detect synthetic text, flogging a solution to a problem you've created.
Get paid twice.
Wow.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to catch.
You'd think so, right? Because ChatGPT has a habit of spitting out absolute clangers with total confidence. But as synthetic text becomes more sophisticated, it'll be harder to detect, so our education department faces an uphill battle to stamp out chatbot cheats.
This is Alma Er's doctor. He's too sick to work today.
I'll be right back.
So what's the solution? Well, maybe companies that use AI language models like Meta, Google, and whatever brain fart Elon Musk has come up with will be forced to make their chatbots behave. Currently, there are multiple lawsuits in America against these tech giants for harvesting the work of authors without permission. It's crazy to think experts are worried AI is an existential threat to humanity, but the problem could be fixed by copyright and data privacy laws. It's just like how they brought down Al Capone.
Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue.
Actually, Sean Connery, it only took accountants wielding taxation statutes.
It'll take more than that to curb school violence.
Education Minister Tony Buti has had a gutful of parents and students abusing West Aussie principals and teachers and has released a new plan to do something about it. But I use the word new here with some reservation because his plan is mostly just reminding schools about the old plan.
New plan. Go back to my old plan.
And that plan was released by Buti's predecessor, Sue Ellery, back in 2018 and set out tough consequences for violent students. And there's already legislation in place for abusive adults, ranging from a ban from school grounds for up to 60 days to a VRO. Despite that, stats show abuse towards school staff is roughly the same or worse as it was in 2019. The new plan does have updated advice around social media abuse. But other than that, it's mostly a refresher course on what legislative levers schools can pull. Here's the thing. Principals know about the laws. I reckon they've been reluctant to drop the hammer on parents though and ask for bans or VROs because they haven't been confident the education department would have their back. You think some shiny bum bureaucrat is going to back a principal over a parent making threats about going to the media or alleging mistreatment?
Man has violated my rights!
So you can bet Buti's comments on Monday are less of a reminder, more of a reassurance the department will back schools in.
We've got your back.
It's easy for a politician to talk tough about abusive parents or students. It makes for a great soundbite. But maybe the government's forgotten that principals aren't interested in that shit and are instead trying to create a kind, caring and inclusive school community.
Actually, I'm glad we've got this opportunity to chat, as there's a couple of things I want to...
Shut up.
Sure.
That means they're less likely to escalate a conflict when mediating a solution might still be on the table.
Plenty of mediation needed around the Aboriginal Heritage Act.
Oh my gosh, to the surprise of exactly 0 people, the Cook government's rollout of the Cultural Heritage Act continues to be an own goal so spectacular it might win the Golden Boot at the FIFA Women's World Cup. I won't get into the act or the latest debacle involving tree planting on the weekend, what a shit show, but Buti's comment on Monday that the act is going smoothly since coming into effect on July 1 is one of the most egregious cases you'll ever see of a politician trying to peddle urination as precipitation.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah, some of the rhetoric around cultural heritage is flat out racist and wrong, but Buti's rose-tinted assessment is out of touch with the reality of public perception. Minister, if we wanted factually wrong hot takes, we have an easier way to get them these days.
GPT-4 takes what you prompt it with and just runs with it.
I'm Ben O'Shea.
For more Up Late, click the subscribe button below.